Hey guys, Bam here, and welcome to another reaction video. Now, y'all might notice something a little different. Oh my king, y'all can't even see through the camera. You can see a different type of angle with my camera right now. That's because I have a new monitor and a new PC tower. I'll mention this in another clip of video, but that'll be dropping soon as I can. You know how I am when it comes to recording and editing some things that's gonna be. I already actually forgot what I said. When it comes to editing, it takes me a while to edit when it comes to gaming. Of course, I just gamed on my very first video on my brand new PC tower. But anyway, besides that, I want to point this out real quick. I recorded this video a year ago and I tried to edit it, but I just wasn't really feeling the video, and you guys might find it boring if I upload that video. So I decided to redo this video just so since I pretty much improved my reading, kind of. So I'm not going to spare y'all how make this video too long, because this video, and oh yeah, happy Halloween. I want to upload this video on Halloween as soon as I can. I'm going to make this as short as I possibly can. This video was made by and used to be uploaded by Cooler 2000. Oh yeah, the OG when it comes to SpongeBob animations. And it's called SpongeBob Tales from the Sea. You can see everything in the room that I mentioned in the last video, but I'm not going to redo it. But one of them does remind me of Bill Cipher. And now we got SpongeBob about to read the book. Got cookies, milk, chocolate milk. The number one had Squidward, the doll, and you see had Squidward symbol in the background, blah blah blah. I don't know what that thing is, but anyway, we're going to get into this video. I'm not going to bore you guys, so we're going to read SpongeBob. We're going to read horror stories. And last I remember, it was like 3 stories. So let's get into it. Hey there. For Halloween, me and Gary, I thought we'd read you some spooky stories. Right, Gary? These are 3 stories from Tales from the Sea. Honestly, it reminds me of the title of Tales from the Hood. If you're above 18, you can read that. You can go watch that. But just know it has some racial content in it. Do be warned, all black people. The first story is called Harold the Scarecrow.
Harold. When it got hot in the valley, Thomas and Alfred drove their cows up to a cool green pasture in the mountains to graze. Usually they stayed there with the cows for 2 months. Then they brought them down to the valley again. The work was easy enough, but oh, it was boring. All day the 2 men tended their cows. At night,
Let
they
him have
went
to
back
read
to
this
the
one.
tiny hut where they lived. They ate supper.
Look at that. Man in the mirror. Man in the mirror. Man in the window. I do believe they did make a actual horror game about it, I think. All I saw was the animation and all.
And worked in the garden and went to sleep. It was always the same. Then Thomas had an idea that changed everything. "Let's make a doll the size of a man," he said.
Okay, Patrick is Thomas.
"And we could put it in the garden to scare away the birds." "It should look like Harold," Alfred said.
Alfred.
Harold was a farmer they both hated. They made the doll out of old sacks stuffed with straw. They gave it a pointy nose like Harold's and tiny eyes like his. Then they added dark hair and a twisted frown. Of course, they also gave it Harold's name. Each morning on their way to the pasture, they tied Harold to a pole in the garden to scare away the birds.
Okay, Squidward is Harold, the Scarecrow.
Each night, they brought him inside so that he wouldn't get ruined.
Thomas is
when it rained.
Patrick and Alfred is
When they were feeling
SpongeBob.
playful, they would talk to him. One of them might say, "How are the vegetables growing today, Harold?" Then the other, making believe he was Harold, would answer in a crazy voice, "Very slowly." They would both laugh, but not Harold.
I always find that laugh funny when Patrick laughs like that with his face like that. When it was that episode when he meets his parents, but turns out that wasn't his parents.
Whenever something went wrong, they took it out on Harold. They would
Even I mentioned in this one video that Patrick looked intimidating and SpongeBob's not very intimidating. Yeah, SpongeBob did not look intimidating at all. He looked like he peed his pants. He just reminds me, and I'm talking to Patrick, reminds me of John Henry, the guy that did like Man vs. Machine.
curse at him, even kick him or punch him. Sometimes one of them would take the food they were eating, which they both were sick of, and smear it on the doll's face. "How do you like that stew, Harold?" he would ask. "Well, you better eat it, or
Look at that. It looked like Bill's cipher in the background right here.
else." Then the two men would howl with laughter. One night, after Thomas had wiped Harold's face with food, Harold grunted. "Did you hear that?"
Jesus,
Alfred
Patrick.
asked. "It was Harold," Thomas said.
Nice
"I was
playboy.
watching when it happened. I can't believe it." "How could he grunt?" Alfred asked. "He's just a sack of straw. It's not possible." "Let's throw him in the fire," said Thomas, "and that'll be that." "Let's not do anything stupid," said Alfred. "We don't know what's going on. When we move the cows down, we'll leave him
Wait, I'm confused. So, Patrick is Alfred? I thought he was Thomas. I'm so confused.
behind. For now, let's just keep an eye on him." So they left Harold sitting in a corner of the hut. They didn't talk to him or take him outside anymore.
Nice toupee,
Now
Squidward.
and then the doll grunted, but that was all. After a few days, they
Guess he's
decided
witchcraft.
nothing to be afraid of. Maybe a mouse or some insects had gotten inside Harold and were making those sounds. So Thomas and Alfred went back to their old ways.
Even I noticed he has his nose in his eyeball.
Each morning they put Harold out in the garden, and each night they brought him back into the hut. When they felt playful, they
Okay, I cannot show none of these.
They treated him as
I can't show his
badly
same.
as ever. Then one night, Alfred noticed something that
You just love to kick that Scarecrow in the nads, do you, SpongeBob?
frightened him. "Harold is growing," he said. "I was thinking the same thing," Thomas said. Maybe it's just our imagination," Alfred replied. "We've been up here on
Okay,
this mountain
Alfred,
too long."
Thomas, okay.
The next morning, while they were eating, Harold stood up and walked out of the hut. He climbed up on the roof
How
and
did they not
trotted
notice?
back and forth like a horse on its hind legs. All day and all night long, he trotted like that.
They're literally inside and they did not even hear that up top of the roof.
In the morning, Harold climbed down and stood in a far corner of the pasture. The men had no idea what he would do.
Okay, and I was not expecting Squidward to have some cake. I mean, Harold, no homo.
Next, they were afraid. They decided to take the cows down into the valley that same day. When they left, Harold was nowhere in sight. They felt as if they had escaped a great danger and began joking and singing. But when they had gone only a mile or two, they realized they had forgotten to bring the milking stools. Neither one wanted to go back for them, but the stools would cost a lot to replace.
I would have took my
There was
chances
nothing
with
to be
buying the
afraid
stools.
of, they told one another. After all, what could a doll do? They drew straws to see which one would go back. It was Thomas. "I'll catch up with you," he said, and Alfred walked on toward the valley. When Alfred came to a rise in the path, he looked back for Thomas. He did not see him anywhere, but he did see Harold. The doll was on the roof of the hut again. As Alfred watched, Harold kneeled and stretched out a bloody skin to dry
Thomas.
in the sun.
Even Gary's eating some cookies. Pretty scary, right? What do you think about it, Gary? Well, don't leave yet. We still have two more stories. The next one is called The Stingy Old Man. Mr. Krabs, cheap. I mean, what do you expect? He's a cheapskate. He got his bills past due. He's not paying his bills. How you even keeping up? The lights on. Do you have your own cheap generator or something? Hello? We have your daughter Pearl, and if you want to see her again, you will do as we say. No, don't hurt her. You will meet us behind the Krusty Krab with $500 in exchange for her. Will you do it, Mr. Krabs? $500? Wrong number. Dad! Father of the Year. Too cheap to even save his daughter. I guess he preferred to have no kids. All the money for myself. You're going to hell for that, Krabs. And I'll definitely love to drag you down. Oh, orphans. Hello, sir. Can you please spare some change? Any amount will gladly help. Or some food, please? What the hell do I look like? Your freaking mother? Get a job. Please, mister, we're kids. No one will hire us. We just want something to eat. Oh, wow. When I was your age, you never saw me begging hard for working people for money. Yeah, you're definitely going to hell. And it's obvious, of course they didn't met you because they were never born when you was born back in 18 whatever. I mean, seriously, Mr. Krabs has been around in his Navy days. Didn't your mother teach you any manners? Didn't your mother not to be such a cheapskate dickheaded? You don't have a mother. Well, that's your problem. Get the hell off my property unless you're ready to throw down. Yeah, you're going to hell. No punks. Toll. Mini Squidward in his leotard. What an ugly doll. Looks like some jack I laid off. I guess I'll put it on eBay. Yeah, you're definitely going to Davy Jones' locker, Krabs. Ooh. The doll's alive, just like Chucky. Damn, power went out. Must be the storm. Guess I'll hit the sack and go to bed then. I left you in the closet. How the hell did you get out of here? I'm taking you upstairs. Jesus Christ, Krabs. Ugh. Blood. Even people snort like that. Bye-bye, crabs. You want to see blood? You're definitely going to see your own. Looks like someone's a little scared. Hey, Kenny. Well, we have one more story. This one is called The Ugly Lady in Pink. I'm not even going to read the writing on the walls. I'll let y'all pause and see that for yourself. Of course, something's going to be censored. So, Pat, how do you think you did on the test? If that dork's as smart as everyone else is, then best student of the month award is mine. Anyways, you give a look at that babe, Anne. This is Anne, the substitute teacher. Yeah. Pretty hot, right? I think that's what it says. My game bar is in the way. My recording bar was in the way. Mark my word, I will tap that by the end of the month. Holy stupid snows. Let's get going to our dorm now. If some of you don't know, teachers cannot interact with their students in a romantic way. Because if they did, they would get fired from that. So, of course, don't try to go after your teachers. And if the teachers are acting strange towards you, like, let's say a romantic way, don't do it. It's not worth it. You're too young for that teacher anyways. And some teachers, I know some teachers can be young, like late 20s young. Even though y'all can fantasize as all you want, but in reality, you can't be doing that. That's only if you're not like their student or whatever. But of course, you gotta be at legal age. I mean, come on, guys. Okay, we're in the woods. I need a beer. Don't we all? Okay, we're in the woods, in the middle of the woods. Oh, that's a street, actually. Where is everyone? It's only 6. Probably at home getting late like I should be. I don't know, Pat. It seems kind of spooky out here. SpongeBob, you are the biggest wuss I know. You can't even drink half a beer. Besides, there's someone right there. Where? Ugh. That guy's leg. Ugh. She doesn't look so good. Oh, you think? Yeah, it's not normal for someone that doesn't have no eyeballs. Because without eyeballs, you can't see. Unless you have, like, heat-seeking, whatever. I don't think that's not this way. Like what sharks have to sense their prey. Sonar, yeah. Yeah, no amount of beer can get me drunk enough to hit that. Oh gosh, she's coming this way. Looks like she got ran over. She better not ask me for spare change or I swear I'm an effing hitter. You know I ain't gonna do Patrick. Where's my baby? Your baby? Did you check the corner where you work? Patrick! Patrick! Yeah. And if I was your baby, I'd leave your ugly ass too. Damn, Patrick. Patrick, don't. I got the SpongeBob. It's already leaving. Ugh. Look at her leg, bro. Leg got twisted, her arms has all been broken. No eyeballs and no teeth, like our organs is also mashed inside. That's right, go back to that dump you call home. That's how you talk to women, SpongeBob. You gotta show them who's boss. Yeah, type of women who is not that look like they already are dead, but somehow came back alive from the dead and could possibly kill you. It's not normal seeing someone that looks like they've already died or look like a rotting corpse. I have my playful way when it comes. I came for not to women, but I'm just a normal guy. I don't talk like bad like how Patrick did. Nah, I'm not that type of guy. Don't do what Patrick did. If you learn from me, you'll be drowning in babes in no like me in no time. What babes? Bro trying to be a pimp way too hard. Like being a wannabe. I think you shouldn't have said those terrible things to her. Yeah, what's that hat gonna do? That's in you. Was that a squeaking noise? I hope it was not. I hope it was not what I think it was. Is that Squidward? I just noticed that Squidward up there. If that was an Easter egg, I just found one. Okay, you see some nurse. The jack only had $5. I told you we should have drove right past him. Oh look, he's waking up. What happened? We drove by and seen you passed out. You got knocked out by that dead lady. You must have tripped and fell unconscious. Like a... Maybe I shouldn't say that. Where's Patrick? He's gone. There was no one here but you. I can't remember anything. Only that I was with my friend. You should wipe your memory? Well, you should go home and get some rest. Besides, you don't want to be on this road at night alone. Don't you know? Long ago, there was this ugly lady that went into the forest to go abandon her baby, but only to realize the biggest mistake of her life. She soon regretted and went back into the forest the next day, but it was too late. The baby was gone. Devastated, she went back into the forest every day looking for her baby, until one day she was fatally hit by a passing truck and died. Oh man, I guessed it. No one knows what happened to the baby, but many say that they hear a baby cry when going down the street. Crying. And that's not the worst part. That's right. They say the crying noise is actually the ugly lady, luring her victims in before taking them away forever. Hey, maybe that's what happened to your friend. Not funny, dude. Of course, that's just a myth. it's not. Well, keep your nose clean, kid. Yeah, it's not nose. Hey, can I get a ride to my door? We're kind of going the other way. Cooler, come on, man. I'm also going that way. He just flipped him off on his way out of there. What good. And is that the baby right there in a pink leotard? If that was years ago, it should have been grown already. Is that Patrick's locket? Is that crap on your shoes? Patrick's locket. Me and my babe, definitely not photoshopped. Yeah, you wish you had that type of woman. I mean, come on, we can clearly tell that's photoshopped. That's the worst Photoshop I've ever seen. Fat boy, you do not have no muscles like that. Sure, in the last story you did, but not. No, you don't. Not in the story. Patrick. I soon made it back to my door, hoping Patrick would be there. I'm in hell. Number one hat. Like, I know I already reacted to one of Cooler's videos. It definitely reminded me of that other story that when Patrick disappeared, the puppet story, yeah, that I've already reacted to. This is like, you could say this is kind of like the similar one where Patrick disappeared, but in the other video he got turned into a puppet. This time he got kidnapped and tortured, I'm guessing. Is Patrick hung? Ah, gross. This is a bad shot, but it looks. I thought it was hanging by the neck, but this woman that kidnapped Patrick just hung him up in the air and just left him there after she ripped off his eyeballs. Got bugs all over his body. The end. Yeah, I hate to be tortured like that. That would be a total nightmare. Even if I don't have my eyeballs, I wake up every day still hung by the ceiling, getting eaten up by bugs with no eyeballs. And I'm just slowly decaying, just wanting to die already. But no story scary or what? The last one was. Just punch off his face. Of course, Gary's angry. I like the way he's smugging. We hope you all enjoyed the stories. Happy Halloween, everyone. Bye. Oh, Kitty is waving. I just realized I did not shout out the person who re-uploaded Cooler's game, his animation. It was Red 8. I obviously gonna play it in the beginning of the video, so y'all know where I got it from. But like I said, I already reacted to this back then. I just want to recreate it, make it better and less long. But again, happy Halloween, everyone. Hope y'all had a good holiday. Scared some people, got some candy, handed out candy or whatever you do on Halloween. I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure you scare that like button, stab that notification bell, make sure you share my videos, and make sure you subscribe to my horror content, or you'll end up like Patrick. But as always, peace.